All right. So, welcome, Arlene. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. For everybody who does not know Arlene, let me tell you, she is an amazing health transformational coach. She's gonna be talking today with us about mobility and strength, which is she's one of 50 people in the whole world certified, right?
For the square one, for square one, and that's the motor control restoration. But the strength and mobility for life is the Zoom class.
The Zoom class. Okay,
Mhm.
perfect. So tell us a little bit of how you got started with the strength and mobility.
Strength and mobility. Well, it was actually on accident. I my husband had asked me to teach a class with him for older adults who had a fear of falling, and I really didn't know much about the older adult population, but it was interesting because I did teach the class that he asked me to help him with, and within about like the second day of class, it was 8 weeks, but the second day of class, uh, someone came up to me and just thanked me for the information that was being presented. And it was that point, actually about maybe a week or two later, that realized like this is what I'm supposed to be doing with my life, and I love it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So it just fell to you by accident. And now tell us a little bit of who is it for.
The strength and mobility for life class are for older adults or those have that been injured or have not done any type of exercises in a long time, or maybe sitting at the desk for a while. uh, we work in the chair and outside of the chair, and we work on strength, mobility, endurance, strength, mobility, endurance, flexibility, and we also work on balance.
Okay, and what ages?
Well, I would say maybe I would say maybe the majority of the people in the class are retired, but I would say anybody, if you're 50 or over and haven't started, any type of exercise regime, and you want to do something and feel better within your body, uh, it would be a good class to try.
Okay. Now, does this involve, I suppose, a lot of calisthenics, a lot of things that you can do right on a chair, or give us a little more information how that goes? Because the reason I ask, because I live in Florida,
Hmm.
and the majority of the population, it's elder communities, is much older people than in other states.
Sure. What type of exercise? We're in and out again. We're in and out of the chair. Um, and whether or not they want to stay in the chair or out of the chair when we're doing certain exercises, they can follow me. There's certain exercises that you're going to be out of the chair for sure. But we use a towel, a hand towel for resistance, and we also use light weights. So you're doing presses, you're going from a sitting position in your chair to a standing position over and over again, because this is such a major exercise for older adults. They need to be able to get out of their chair and be, strong enough. And then also we work on balance, we work on our upper body strength as well, because if somebody were to fall, you have to be able to get yourself up off the floor.
That's great. So pretty much it it makes sense because it's everything that you have at home. You don't have to go and buy equipment,
Not
right?
really. Not really. Just a towel, your hand towel, and then if you have weights, light weights.
Yeah, and even I suppose jugs of water can work for
Yes,
weights,
cans.
so
Yes,
you can really get creative for your own regime. Now,
absolutely.
go ahead.
Yeah, and sometimes I'll use two weights, one in each hand. But if you are not ready to do so, you can use no weights. You can use tension. You can make tension in your arms and your hands and things like that. Or you can use one weight as well. I mean, you have to modify it so you're going to be that person in the class is going to be successful. Everybody needs to start somewhere.
Yep, that is true, and mainly for since after COVID, I mean before COVID. most people have a very sedentary life.
Mhm.
In I think COVID made it even worse. So I
Yeah.
think we need to get moving,
Need to
right?
get moving. You want to oil up those joints. You just maybe you feel like the Tin Man. Maybe you feel like the Tin Man, and moving those joints in certain ways just help your body feel better. So if you're sitting down all the time, if you're sitting down all the time, you're in a certain position, and then maybe you're getting up, and it gets harder and harder to walk if you're in a sitting position or a laying position often. You really need to move those joints to feel better. And in my class, you are able to move joints in all aspects of where they're supposed to move. Let's say for your example, your shoulder, it moves up and it moves down, but it can go in and it can go out, and you have to make sure that your that your joints are really moving, so you don't feel all that pain necessarily.
Okay. Okay. So now you were mentioning that you're doing a great giveaway, and listen up, people. This is an awesome giveaway. So get ready to sign up. I'm gonna let
Sure.
you take that away.
Sure. So there's going to be a form that will be available to
It's
you.
actually right below the link.
Oh, there
If
you go.
you look, it's
It's
already
right
live.
there.
Mhm.
Just answer the questions. And if you are not in my class currently, this is only open to new people. If you are not in my class currently, I am giving away to 3 people a month for free.
A whole month.
A whole
So
month. So that's 8 sessions. At least 8 sessions. I think for the month of March, that's 9.
there you go. You're getting a hell of a program for free. All you have to do is sign up. So with that said, uh, just remind them that this is online, right? They can do it from
This is
anywhere in the
online.
world.
Yes, it is online. The classes are from 9:30 to 10:30 Central Time. If you are not able to come, on those days, live on those days, there's going to be a replay available for at least 48 hours. So you don't have a reason not to do it, because it's available to you right at the replay will be sent to you soon after class ends.
There you go. No excuses. No excuses why not to join your class. Another thing is that we want to dig a little. I want to dig a little bit more into
Sure.
into what you do, because you're such an expert on what health is, and that's why it started, because that's what impacted me when I met you. Uh, you're one of 50 people in the whole world, and you said for a square one.
Yes, that are certified in
Explain,
Square One.
explain
I
that,
am
because I didn't know anything.
yeah, it's a motor control restoration specialist. That's what I do. So I help those that are in chronic pain or have limited mobility get relief within minutes. When I say minutes, I really do mean minutes.
And the approach is number one, with no pills, no
No,
extra
it's very
medicine.
holistic. It's holistic. I do uh, neuro muscle testing. So basically, my job is to communicate with your central nervous system, your brain, to figure out where is the source of where you're compensating. So if you think about, maybe it's you, or maybe it's someone that you love that's maybe limping around, maybe had a stroke, maybe had some type of injury, some type of surgery, went to physical therapy, went to the chiropractor, and granted, they've gotten better, but there's still something there that's still bothering them. And this is just another way to help uh, the body out.
Yeah, and the reason why I wanted to point that out is because for the people that sign up for the class, this is amazing, because you're one person who truly understands that if that person has a previous injury or has something, you can literally help them on how to do the exercise in a way that is not going to create more pain. It's going to
Absolutely.
actually alleviate the pain. So you're not only taking advantage of the stretching if you're signing up for Arlene's class, you're also taking advantage of the wealth of knowledge she brings to make sure that your body works and reacts properly to the training. So another reason why I bring this, and some of you that are watching Empower Entrepreneurial Education might be asking, like, why are we talking about joints and flexibility and movement in a channel that is made for entrepreneurs? Well, part of being entrepreneurs is taking care of ourselves, right?
Absolutely. Taking care of yourselves. And a lot of times as entrepreneurs, we are at the computer all the time. So what happens? You know, our butts can get flat. Our
That's it.
necks hurt, our shoulders hurt, and then our posture can go bad as well. Is you can be leaning forward and making that C with your spine, not intentionally. Sometimes it can get stuck that way, and we don't want it to get stuck that way. As you age, you want to be sitting upright, but as many people age, as they age, their spine needs to do that C, and we don't necessarily want to get shorter. We would rather be taller, and up straight. So we work on in the class, the strength and mobility class. We work on your posture very much.
Okay, so now you understand why I bring this. As entrepreneurs, we're usually the ones taking care of everybody. We're taking care of our families, we're taking care of our employees, but we usually are not taking care of ourselves. If you go to the gym, fantastic. But there's people like me that if I'm not like diehard fan of the sports, I won't touch the gym. I will cross the street, right across the gym, but I wouldn't go there. The thing that I'm lucky for is that I'm a dancer and I own a dance studio. So that's how I force myself to move. But for some other people, Arlene's program is the best thing there is, just because of everything she packs together. So I strongly recommend you to go and check her website out, check her class out, sign up as quickly as you can, because 3 spots are gonna fill in really, really quick. So besides that, Arlene, is there anything that you would like to let people know?
You know what? I would just like to let everybody know that it's never too late to start moving. It's never too late to start feeling better within your body, feeling better within yourself. We all are in this. We are in this world for a reason, and one of them is to grow. And whether it be through entrepreneurship or within ourselves as well. We're here to grow, so let's get it. Let's do it.
Okay, well, sounds perfect. Arlene, it's been a pleasure having you with us. I would love to have you one more time, later this month, so you can tell me how your classes are going and how are people reacting. And thank you very much for your time. It's been a pleasure since I met you the other day.
All right. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. So everyone, sign up and we'll see you next week with another broadcast. Take care. Bye.